Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
Tonight we'll be talking about last night's episode
of Once Upon a Time. Season 7. Episode 3, but we're also going to do a recap of episode 2.
Yep.
This episode is called The Garden of Forking Paths. I don't remember what episode 2 was called.
Something to do with Emma, probably.
But, yeah.
But yeah, like we said, we're gonna do every other week. That's why we didn't do a review last week.
And it just happened to be the episode last week that had Jennifer Morrison in it.
We got lucky.
So yeah.
So next week we won't have one, but the week after. So there's basically gonna be 2 reviews each month.
Mm-hmm. But you guys we got a lot of reviews on the premiere video.
A lot of views.
Like, there's over 200 views on it now, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It's catching up to what it used to be, if that trend continues.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Anything about last week's that you wanted to mention?
I'm trying to remember. I watched last week's episode earlier this week because I didn't get to see it last Friday as well either.
Mm-hmm. No, that one I actually watched last Friday.
Yeah, I didn't.
You had Lady Tremaine kill the prince.
Oh yeah.
And then they all went their separate ways, and Henry got captured and said, "Send Emma, Regina, and Hook. I've been captured by Lady Tremaine," and threw the bottle down.
Yeah.
And it got sent to both Hooks.
Mm-hmm. And then he found,
because Fairy Tale Hook is apparently in this realm somehow.
Yeah, apparently.
He only existed for 1 episode. I thought we got rid of him.
Anyway, I mean, it was a decent episode. It was good.
Mm-hmm. I liked how it brought more to.
Yeah. Oh, I liked that that Henry was doing whatever he could to kind of get Jacinda to forgive him, and so he started bartending at that event that her and her friend were doing. I don't know. I just really like them. Mm-hmm. So any moments that they have, even in the present, and they don't know who they are, I get excited about it.
Finding out that the Hook that's with Henry and Regina isn't our Hook,
Yeah.
It, at first I was like, Hook's not gonna plant that on Henry. He wouldn't do that. And then we figured out that it was the other Hook. I was like, he has more morals than I thought he did. What?
Yeah.
That sleazeball would have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he tried to fight, now I'm blanking on the name, the woodcarver.
Oh, I don't remember his name either.
the one that the wooden boy, Pinocchio.
Oh,
Pinocchio.
Geppetto.
No, Pinocchio.
Oh, August.
Yes.
Sorry.
He tried to fight August when they were trying to remake the tree into the wardrobe.
Nice.
In the previous seasons.
Mm-hmm.
When they did the whole wish there was never a curse thing, and the land was with Henry was a legit prince, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When all that was going on, that's where we met that Hook.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, the part where she was doing the catering and she was, she's just doing everything she could to get back, get Lucy back.
Mm-hmm.
And, he felt bad for what happened and he was trying to, make it up to her and stuff.
So I don't understand how that Hook is actually around. Because that world only existed because there was no curse. Once the curse was reenacted again and everything went back to normal, everyone in that world didn't exist.
Yeah.
Because there's only one Emma in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank God.
right? But so how would that work? Because that universe never existed. And so the daughter that Hook is searching for technically doesn't exist because the universe he came from that fell in love with Rapunzel and had the baby doesn't exist.
Right. Okay, so I'm just going to say right now, episode 2 was called A Pirate's Life. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And it was so stupid that Hook was trying to hide from Henry that Emma was pregnant.
I know!
Instead saying that, like, yeah, we had some flying monkeys attack or something, whatever he said.
Freaking stupid.
Like, she's dealing with whatever. And he's like, yeah, that's the savior for you. It's like, what? No. But, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I'm still confused on how this Hook could be around.
I'm just glad that's the last we're seeing of Emma. I was like, bye, always and forever. Not always and forever. I was like, bye forever. When her and Hook went through the portal, I was like, bye forever.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
I just watched her go and I'm like, I had this huge grin on my face.
Yes, we do not like Emma Swan.
I like the concept of the character, but the concept alone is what I like.
When she first came on, I liked her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good.
But after that, I'm just like,
Yep. And then we saw all the flaws in the acting.
yeah.
But we're done with Emma. Let's move on to episode 3.
Okay. So, what did you like?
Wow, we're starting with me. Holy
Sure.
crap. Damn. That's never
Switching
happened
it up
before.
a little bit. No, it's happened before.
I don't remember it ever
I've
happened.
done that before. I've
Have
asked. Yes. I've asked you in the past, not very often, but I have done it.
Yeah. I liked the whole, I loved how it went to Regina being like, don't do this.
Right.
Like, how she was basically the moral compass to Cinderella.
Yeah, that was,
like,
yeah. Yeah, because she knows from experience.
yeah. And, like,
And then also when she was like reading the building codes and she's like, you know, the thing about the queen, I was just like, yes, that was awesome.
Yes. I was like, because you are one! Like,
Yeah.
But, so I loved that. Like, I loved that Regina was able to take that role. Even when she didn't know what was going on, she still took the role of, like, when, after Cinderella burnt the papers and she went to the bar and Ronnie was there.
I was so angry that she burned the papers.
I was, like, I felt
we were
numb.
both so pissed. We're just like,
I was
why?
numb to the show after
Like,
that. Like,
why?
I was like, this is so stupid.
Why?
Why are they, like, I don't know. Like, I almost wanted to stop watching. Like, that's how pissed I was.
I was just like, I don't know.
But, how she went to Ronnie and Ronnie gave her the, like, the pep talk.
Yeah.
I was like, that's exactly what she does in the forest. And she's being the queen and leading without her knowing who she is. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting something true.
Mm-hmm.
But learning who Hook is, I'm confused about episode 1 now.
And can I just say that freaking Rumble looks really good in his normal clothes.
He does.
He does.
Because, like, okay, Hook recognized Emma in the book
Mm-hmm.
in episode 1. So what I'm confused about is why he felt so drawn and attached to Emma if he's not her Hook.
Because maybe according to the writers, it doesn't matter what Hook he is.
No,
him
it
and Emma
does.
have a connection.
No, because he's blatantly in love with Rapunzel and had a baby with her. Because they played chess up in her bell
Wait,
tower.
it was Rapunzel that he was talking about?
He was up in a tower because okay, she was being held captive in a tower and I would climb the tower to play chess with her every night. What do you think it was?
Well, I must have missed that little detail.
He played chess with her, alright. Come on now. They had a baby.
Well, I'd rather him be with Rapunzel than freaking Emma.
Yeah. But so like he fell in love with a woman and she had his daughter.
Well, I think it's because of what Emma did in healing him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why he has that connection
the
to
connection,
her.
yeah.
Even though, like, it wasn't his Emma.
Mm-hmm. I think Hook is closer to believing in the fairy tale stuff than anyone else.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's like, she said that if I believed, then she'd be able to save me. And it's like, yeah.
Do you really think that Lucy's gonna willingly give up
No.
her belief?
I think that Tremaine is going.
I mean, she'll try to do something to make her do it.
Oh yeah, I think one of the biggest parts was done at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Henry seeing the graves of his fake family.
Yeah.
Because that's just because he was starting to believe in it, but then seeing the graves, just like he's done.
Yeah.
Like he's not like this. He's not going to be convinced anymore that they were fake and these guys are his family.
Yeah.
He's gonna fall for them and then realize what happened. But until he falls for her and sees, like, this is my potential future family.
Yeah.
He's not gonna remember, he's not gonna know that was fake.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, he's gonna fall for her, but Lucy has to stop now talking about them not being real because he saw or he's going to get so mad, he's just going to leave. He's going to say, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be able to take it emotionally.
He'll probably, like blow up and just be like, I saw their graves.
Yeah,
and
but she's going to keep saying that is fake. Those aren't real.
Yeah.
But he,
But
as a person, you can't take that.
She needs to give him time to realize it for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she kind of is now because she gave him the slipper, the little piece of the slipper.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't need to give this to my mom because she's already doing what she's supposed to be doing as a hero. So
but she gave it to him because he's like, she said, you're almost there.
Yeah.
You see us.
And maybe he does, but it's just still going to take him a while to...
Well, he saw the
I know
graves,
he saw the graves, but I mean, he'll get there.
He will eventually. I'm just wondering, because Emma ended up believing, right? Mm-hmm. She believed and she helped save everything in the first season. So who's going to be the believer this season? Who's going to be the first one to wake up?
I think it's going to be Jacinda.
I don't know. It might be Hook.
Maybe Hook. But I wanted to, instead of it being like
a guy,
I want it to be a girl this time.
Emma was a girl.
Well, you know what I mean.
Do I?
Other than Emma. Like,
you want an actual hero who can act, who wake up and
what did you say before? That, like, who was the first person to realize it in season 1?
Emma.
Okay. So
Emma was the first one to wake up because she wasn't ever under the curse. she was able to see things for what they were.
Okay.
Kind of.
But everybody in this realm is under the curse.
Yeah. But
Even
Rumple was never under the curse.
Yeah.
But
this
time,
it would be Rumple.
I don't. Yeah, but he's not using magic at all.
He's not.
Like, at all.
He's completely normal.
And
the only ones using magic are, like, what? Ronnie or Regina?
Regina's not using magic right now. She was in the forest.
Yeah.
So I'm confused on how Rumple, like, got there because he's not in the forest yet. So, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how is Rumple connected? Because he didn't come to save his grandson.
No.
Like,
I just like seeing Rumple like this, honestly.
yeah,
It's a welcome change, I
it
think.
is.
Because
I was tired of the suits.
Because I was, and also I was just
The
tired.
cane.
I was tired of the way that his character was being treated. So it's a welcome change to see him just kind of like we're helping Hook at our Captain Rogers at the office.
Detective.
Yeah, Detective Rogers. Sorry, at the office at the police station.
Rumple. Remember how Rumple became how he got out of the Ogre's War? He broke his leg, right?
He didn't break his. Did he break his leg? Okay, I knew that he like
Because
did
he
something
needed
to
the
his
cane.
leg. Yeah, he had a permanent limp.
Mm-hmm. This Rumple doesn't. And he doesn't need a cane. So now, like, that just popped in my head while we were talking about it. And, like, how, like, when I said he doesn't need, like, he's not wearing a suit, it's a welcome change. I was like, wait a minute. There was something other than the suit that was kind of, that I was like, oh my gosh, the cane, his limp, what the
I
hell?
also like his haircut, too. I
Yeah.
hope that stays, because
Yeah.
I like that.
It growing out was kind of getting annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But, is this even our Rumple?
I think a lot of these people, like the Hook and the Rumple and stuff, are like from another.
Well, every time we've met Rumple in another universe, it was always actually our Rumple there. Because the one without... The one where Emma was locked away in the tower, Rumple was the good white knight riding through town. That was our Rumple.
Yeah.
Like, every time we've seen Rumple in the forest or in Enchanted anything, it was always our Rumple. There's never been another Rumpelstiltskin.
Mm-hmm.
But Rumple's always had the limp.
Yeah.
Except for when he was good, because he didn't run from the ogre fight from the Ogre War.
Maybe this is maybe this is supposed to be Rumple before the Ogre's War.
That wouldn't have happened, because Rumple before the Ogre's War was a little wimp who didn't do anything.
That's true.
And besides that, he wouldn't have gotten a message at all.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm wondering, where did this Rumple come from? Because one, he's not, like, we haven't seen him yet in the forest. I mean, I know we're probably going to get an explanation on how he got here, but Rumple is affected by the curse, like, legit.
All of them are.
So, like, how the hell do you get the drop on Rumpelstiltskin?
Although I feel like Lady Tremaine, or not Lady, Lady Tremaine, whatever her name is in the present,
Lady Tremaine
isn't necessarily as much, because how would she remember that her daughter is dead?
Lady Tremaine's the one that
bring her
cast the
back.
damn curse. Just like Regina.
Okay.
Regina knew
Okay.
because she cast the curse.
Okay.
Rumple knew
So
because
technically,
he guarded
she's the
himself
only
from
one
the curse.
who's not part of the curse.
Yeah. But Regina was always never part of the curse, too,
I know.
when she cast the curse.
But I mean, like, technically, she's the one who, like, woke it up, because she was never.
Well, then Regina's the one who woken up, because she was never...
Yeah, I don't know.
So, you see, the villain always remembers, because
Yeah.
the villain cast the curse.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect them,
Okay.
because they're the one pulling the strings. This is their happy ending.
Yeah.
This is their happily ever after.
Okay, well,
'cause they're
maybe
freaking
in the
with
sense
everyone's
that
life.
Emma was the first one, too, in the first season, it would be nice if, like, Henry was. Or Hook or something.
Yeah.
You're thinking it's gonna be Hook.
Only because he seems more inclined because of the whole Emma from the book thing. He's the only one that believes in the fairy tales of the adults. He's the only adult that believes in the fairy tale book because of the picture of Emma.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's
Like,
going
what do you
on.
think it's gonna take for Henry to come out of it?
now that he's seen the grave,
Yeah.
the end of the spell. He's gonna have to get there's gonna have to be a true love's kiss for him to believe.
Yeah.
He's not gonna believe otherwise. He's gonna fall in love with her, but he's not gonna believe until they get true love's kiss.
Yeah.
So.
I just hope that it doesn't go until the end of the season for that to happen.
It probably will.
I know,
Because,
but
I mean, like, that's just how it is.
I know.
This is their...
But also, they're also known for doing, like, half of a season with one story and the second half another story. So,
Yeah.
they could do just the first half being the curse this time, and then have the second half be something different.
I hope they do that. Because their seasons are actually kind of long.
They're always 22 episodes.
I know, but they make it seem so much longer. Because of that long break in between.
Yeah.
It feels like
Because
it's
after
a year long.
December, like, after the holiday break, it doesn't come back till March.
Yeah.
So it's like a 3-month break.
Yeah.
Or 2.5-month break.
So, you have all that, going on and everything.
That's why I'm saying, I hope that, like, when it takes the break and it comes back in March, which will be the second half of the season, like, the curse stuff will already be resolved.
Mm-hmm.
So that we see all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, like, then they'll focus on defeating Tremaine. for the later half.
Maybe, I don't know.
I want to know who the witch is.
Yeah, who was that?
The girl at the end who was up in the tower talking to Lady Tremaine.
Maybe it's no.
It's not because it's a witch.
No,
like that's what
I
the
was gonna
IMDb
s-
page says.
I know, but I was just gonna say that.
No,
like,
I was letting them know.
Isn't Rapunzel's mom a witch? Like the one who has her kept up in the tower?
Yeah, but it's not her mom all the time. Not in every story is her mom.
Okay, well it could be her.
Kinda doubt that. Because Hook has a past with Lady Tremaine. They established that in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, this current Hook, not our Hook.
Yeah. Captain or Detective Rogers.
Yes.
I keep saying Captain. Why?
Because-
Probably because of Captain Hook.
Well, yeah, but he was legit a captain in the police force until he became a detective. Like he was.
Yeah, but he was also Captain Hook, so I keep associating.
but he was
them.
Captain Rogers until
Yeah.
he became Detective Rogers. So I mean,
Yeah.
but he has a past with her, so I don't. Unless she was the person who kept. I don't. Like, I don't, because because Tremaine's not a witch, she couldn't have kept Rapunzel in the tower, so I'm just like, I don't know what to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who kept Rapunzel in the tower?
I'm not saying that it is her. I'm just, trying to
Yeah.
speculate that maybe.
Because this witch that is locked up, like, I don't think she's evil,
Mm-hmm.
but she's
She
not
doesn't like
necessarily
Lady Tremaine,
good.
that's for sure.
I'm gonna use like a role playing term here, like the tabletop thing, not some funky bedroom thing. Okay. I think she's kind of chaotic good, which means she does bad crap for the right reasons. She might be a little bit chaotic good.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So if that's what she is, then she wouldn't have held Rapunzel in the tower.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
being locked in a tower, Rapunzel had no time to learn magic. So
Right.
she can't be Rapunzel. So...
She's some kind of a witch.
Yeah, from somewhere.
That Lady Tremaine has as her prisoner.
Because Tremaine killed Cinderella's godmother, so it's not a fairy.
Yeah.
That's just another fairy that's dead. Good lord. Can they not survive? I mean, come on. They all die. You know?
Yeah, because the writers of this damn show.
I mean, Blue's still alive, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's evil.
Blue's not evil.
Wasn't she in, like, one thing? I don't know.
No.
That
But
was-
it is her fault that Rumpel's mother, like,
yeah.
became the Dark Fairy, in a way. Because, like, she ripped off her wings.
Anyway, she's a witch
Yeah.
that we don't know what she is yet.
I can't think of any witch from a story that would be able to, like...
I'm glad, though,
kind
that
of-
Jacinda fixed it and got everybody to support the garden again.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, like, and I mean, you know, it's nice seeing Lucy believe as strongly as she does, but yeah, she does need to lay off Henry and let
Yes.
him kind of figure it out himself.
Yeah.
Because if she keeps pushing him, he's not going to help her anymore. And then she's not going to have anybody that supports her.
Yeah. I mean, Henry pushed Emma away. She was willing to leave.
Mm-hmm.
She only stayed because she knew who Henry was to her.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason why she stayed.
Yeah.
Is because he was actually legit her son, and she knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But Henry has nothing tying him to this city.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he doesn't believe
nothing.
that Lucy's his daughter.
Exactly. So he has nothing tying him here. He can just up and leave, and story's over.
Yeah.
I mean, they won't do that, but I mean, like,
yeah, of course.
he'll leave for a good time until, like, maybe, like, someone believes, or, like, Hook is, like, something happened to Drusilla, and you need to come back and save her. Like, help us.
Yeah.
Like, that might happen. That's, like, the closest, like, I don't know. That's her name, right? Drusilla?
Jacinda.
Jacinda. Whatever. I tried to put Ella in there because
Yeah,
she's Ella.
It's Jacinda, I think. Jacinda.
Okay.
Her
Her name just makes me think of Drusil, which is a bit beast from Beyblade. The original people. Come on. The new crap is just crap. The hell?
new crap is crap.
Well, okay, like a Pegasus unicorn thingy is the main thing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
When it used to be a dragon, a white tiger, and like a phoenix, and Drusil, granted, was a giant turtle. But I mean, like, they were epic. Now it's a unicorn Pegasus thingy? No. I'm sorry. But the way off topic, yes, but her name just reminds me of Drusil. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, I just liked seeing Regina, you know, be the moral compass, like you said, and I liked, you know, Jacinda stepping up and, you know, righting her wrong and realizing that, you know, that wasn't the way to do what was right by, you know, giving in to,
Yeah.
what's her name?
Lady Tremaine.
No, what's her name in the present?
Lady Tremaine.
Oh, okay. Lady Tremaine. And so I liked that she did that. And then, you know, just like the little moments, like even in the forest stuff with like Henry and Ella, like I just like seeing that.
Yes.
Cuz you can see that there's a connection.
When she met Tiana, she's like, okay, why'd you throw the slipper off? So my friend can find me.
Yeah, and I was like, he will always find you. And I totally did the Snow White charming thing. I was
Yes.
like, you see what I did there?
And I did saw. I saw.
But yeah, like, and then Tiana and Hook, like,
I think what actually happened there, like, okay, the kind of semi-flirting that we saw was actually, like, because we know that this version of Hook had run-ins with Tremaine before, and the rebellion's been spying on Tremaine for years, she recognizes something about Hook that reminds her of the guy.
Yeah.
The older version that she saw. And I think, like, that's going to come back and bite them in the butt. Because she's going to remember.
Yeah.
Like, whether or not is Lady Tremaine going, you turned on me, you selfish coward, or whatever, you know, like...
But yeah, I liked the little things you see with them in the forest and like Regina, you know, talking to Ella and all of that, just those types of things. And
I love how she's like letting them call you Cinder. And I'm like, oh, like they brought that part in, like her name was legit Ella.
yeah.
And she let her call her Cinder. Like they brought that part of the story in.
It had soot on her face.
Because she worked in the because she worked with the Cinders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. But yeah, just that stuff. And like, you know, next week it's called Beauty. So
Fingers crossed.
maybe we'll see more stuff about Rumple.
Oh my gosh, what if she's dead in this role?
Well,
What if she's dead?
well, they wouldn't be bringing back Emily DeRaven if she
No,
was.
I know, like for flashbacks though.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
I mean, because Rumple's still, I mean, he's not evil.
Yeah.
Like, he has a moral code, which is really odd.
Yeah.
Like, how he, like, tested Hook last episode. Like, I wanted to see what type of man you were.
Yeah.
At least I know you're a good one.
Mhm.
And that's what I was looking for. Like, why were you looking for a good person when you're not a good person?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. So Rumple is, in effect, good.
Maybe they're making Rumple good now.
Then they're gonna have to do some serious backstory to make me believe it. Because they already screwed that up
Oh, they screw everything
twice, 3 times, whatever.
I honestly do not have that much faith in the writers.
I have zero faith in the writers. Like, I have beyond zero faith.
The only
I have
reason
negative.
that we're even watching this season is because Emma's not going to be on it and because the story is completely different and it's a new twist on everything.
Yes.
If it was just going to continue on the exact same way as it had been going, I wouldn't be watching this season right now.
I'd probably watch at the end of the season. Like, just binge
Like, I
it.
probably wouldn't have even watched the premiere. I would have just been like, I'm done. Season 6 was the end. I'm not continuing. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I just randomly get in the mood for fairy tale stuff. So I probably would have just, like, binged it when I got in the mood for fairy tale stuff.
yeah.
So,
But yeah, this is I like the change.
yes.
I like seeing Henry grown up. I like seeing a different story happening. Because really, honestly, they weren't using the other Henry enough anymore, especially in the later seasons.
Yeah.
Like, because he was getting older and he didn't really have as much of a purpose anymore. Like, he did, but he didn't. You know what I mean? And it was so focused on Emma that, you know, he was kind of not really having much focus anymore.
Yeah. Like, once he became the author, it's like, we don't need you anymore.
And I feel like they're kind of going back to the whole, you know, he has the heart of a truest believer. He's like the true savior that can help end everything.
Yeah.
And that's how it should have been from the start, to be honest.
Yes.
So I'm glad we're going to get to see more of that in this season.
Most definitely. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yes. I did. I was pretty into this episode.
Yeah, it was interesting.
After I got over the whole being pissed part.
Yeah, me too. I was like, all right, well, she redeemed herself.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. But at first, I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Remember your line when Tremaine gave Ella the hand? You're like, magic always comes with a price.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, because
She was like, what'd she say?
like, you can choose one man or the whole army. Like, it just depends on, like, what price you want to pay or whatever.
Yeah, and I was like, because magic always comes with a price. I'm like, I had to. It was there. Like,
It was
set up. I had to
was.
do it. I mean, I should have worn my shirt that says magic always comes with a price.
You should have. I blame you.
I got it at Hot Topic.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think legitly we've run out of stuff to
Yeah,
talk about.
I think so. Maybe
so
next time I'll wear
If you
it.
guys know who the witch is, put it down below. If you have awesome speculation
Yeah,
about
if
it,
you have speculation and predictions about who you think it is, tell us.
yes, we do.
We want to know all your thoughts.
We do.
We are magical and we want to know.
A bippity boppity boo.
Alright.
Okay, so
Until
until
next time,
magic
always comes with a price.